you've got all of our training courses in there, and it's hundreds of them. So all of a sudden, you can have a live training. For example, if you taught our negotiations class for either an hour a day for 2 weeks, or maybe a couple half days or something like that, and at the end you told everyone that they were going to get a certification, they would get our certification, our certified negotiation specialist, the CNS. If you tell everybody, now all of a sudden everybody that attends that course, and it's a really good course, and you're going to give everybody that shows up agent workbooks, you're going to maybe play my video on the screen, or maybe watch the video and actually teach it yourself. That's totally fine. Or you could play the video and have a 15, 25-minute Q&A afterwards. You can have presentation slides that we create for you up there on the screen as well too. All of a sudden, all of that comes together, and you can invite all the other people from your local multiple listing service to come get their CNS designation. And they get a little certificate that says they're now a CNS moving forward. And that's something that you could be doing for your local real estate community, which is really powerful, and further establish you as the productivity guru in your local market. You're the one that's adding value. You're the one that's helping advance agents' careers. And you can do that. We have designations. We have 20, 30 different designations for different courses at every different level. And then, of course, we've got a gazillion other courses we can just teach on productivity. And so you're actually helping people sell more real estate. So very powerful. And you can also allow people to remote log into that as well too. You could teach it as just a remote course. You could just teach it as a local webinar, all through our agent management portal, which is really neat and extremely easy to use as well. We can go a step further with that too, is because we've just released continuing education options through there too. So now you can actually offer continuing education, because as real estate agents are required to do a certain level of education every few years to keep their license active. Well, now through the agent management portal, you can do your CE, continuing education, and you can offer it to your entire local community. Another way to bring other agents into your office to demonstrate and give a test drive to agents at other companies and other teams how you guys are a step above, especially in down markets when they're over there feeling isolated and it's crickets and everybody's moaning about how bad the business is. In your office, it's humming with energy and everybody's fighting through it. And you're like, man, if I were here, I could be a part of this positivity and this excitement where everybody's moving forward and getting designations and getting their continuing education done and learning how to prospect for new business or build their sphere of influence database, blah, 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 blah. Wow, I want to be here. And that's what takes recruiting from a push to a pull, because you're out there trying to recruit one-on-one. But if you can start to slowly demonstrate to this large group of recruits that have temporary logins and that are coming to your trainings and using all the tools in the agent management portal, you start to create, and then they'll start coming to you. And then all of a sudden, everybody's wondering why the herd is all moving to your office. And they just want to get in line behind the herd. And all of a sudden, you see that one office that's growing rapidly, not because it just opened up. That's different, because that's waning. That actually goes away. That excitement, the shine wears off. It's a little bit different when it's because of your leadership and the tools you provide and the respect that you're generating in agents, not just as a knowledgeable agent that can help you with transactions, but instead an agent that can actually advance agents' careers and help them hit their goals too. That is very powerful, right? Very powerful. It's amazing. You'll see this with a lot of our clients. They're like creating content around how to use the MLS systems, maybe how to use it to set up listing e-alerts, or using it to show how to search for clients. Things like that, where their training on the local MLS systems is actually better than the local board of realtors trainings about their own software programs. You'll see that they're more frequent, they're better, and you'll see agents from other courses coming in there. Some of these guys, we have access, like I told you, to continuing education. We also have access to licensing schools too, so that you don't have to send people to another licensing school where they might meet other agents going to other brokerages and lose that lead to a competing brokerage, where you can actually offer online licensing through the agent management portal so they never go anywhere else. And you actually get to license them yourselves by having them get a login to your agent management portal. So you're in contact with them. You can see how quickly they're getting their license and they're completing their licensing courses. You can stay in contact with them. You can invite them to sales meetings ahead of time and team meetings, so they're excited about your brokerage and they get to know some people in there and they already feel like a part of the family. So you never stop recruiting new agents that way as well too. It's a big feature to be able to license them yourself through our agent management portal. Very powerful for recruiting as well. well too. The sky's the limit, but all demonstrated by tools that your competitors just simply don't have. And they're going to see how advanced you are. And they know they need to know technology to advance their career for the next 10 to 20 years. And you're demonstrating that you're on top of it. That you're that guy, that you're always going to be on top and you're always going to be ahead of your competitors, and that you're always going to be looking for ways to add value to your agents because you're so far of your local competitors to be able to do these things. If you're watching this and you can't do all these things, you better hope someone doesn't pop up in your local market with all of these tools. All of a sudden, you've got a magic show you got to deal with, and it's really hard for agents to resist it. So I'm telling you to be that guy. If you don't, it's a very affordable tool. It's going to be less expensive than your CRM is. It's our agent management portal, or the AMP, and you can use it to grow your business. Boy, back when I was growing all my brokerages over 35 years, I really wish I had something more than the Rolodex that I had, because this would have been super powerful.